Good afternoon, my dear students. I am Ms. Samiksha Katwal, teaching you grade 6 English grammar. First of all, I would like to welcome you all in this distance teaching learning class. So, talking about your grade 5 syllabus, I think most of you know about nouns, right? Okay, let's remember for a while. Okay, so if you know, then it's very good. If you don't know, then we will study today. So, what is noun? Okay, noun is a naming word, naming people, naming place, naming animals and naming things. Understood? So there are varieties types of nouns. You can look over here, that is common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun and collective noun. Understood? How many types of noun are there? There are 7 types of noun. There are common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun and collective noun. There is one more noun that I haven't written here. That's a surprise for you. What is that? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is that? Okay, that is materials noun. You can look here. I will add one over here. That is materials noun. So this is new for you, I think, right? Because I haven't written here. So now first of all, let's discuss about common noun. Common noun which refers to people, things in a general way. Understood? Common noun refers to the things, place, people in a general way, like country, boy, etc. Understood? And it can be in capital letter also and small letter also. Did you understand, my dear students? Okay, so I hope you understood about the common noun. Now let's go to another noun, that is proper noun. So what is proper noun? Okay, proper noun refers to the name that identifies a particular people, person and things. Understood? Like Ram, Sita, Kathmandu, etc. They are the example of proper noun. You can look example over here also. Steven, Africa, London, Monday, they are the example of proper noun, and proper noun always begin with the capital letter. Did you understand? Proper noun always begin with the capital letter. So what you find the differences between common noun and proper noun? Did you find any kind of differences? Okay, now let's discuss the differences between common noun and proper noun. Common noun refers to the general things, place and people, and it can be start with small letter also and capital letter also, whereas examples are boy, country, breeze, city, day, etc. Whereas proper name refers to the particular person, people, things, etc. Understood? So it can be only start with the capital letter. Proper noun begin with the capital letter only. Here are some examples: Steven, Africa, London, Monday, etc. So I think you found the differences between common noun and proper noun also, right students? Okay, now let's go to another noun, that is abstract noun. What is abstract noun? Okay, so abstract noun refers to the ideas, qualities and emotions. Understood? We cannot perceive the abstract nouns with any kind of 5 senses. We cannot touch it, we cannot feel it, we cannot see it, we cannot hear it and we cannot taste it. We can only feel the abstract noun like happiness, sadness, danger. You can look over here: truth, danger, happiness, time, friendship, humor. These are all the things which we can only feel. But we cannot touch, we cannot taste, we cannot see, we cannot hear. Understood? So another one is concrete noun. What is concrete noun? Okay, concrete noun refers to the physically exist thing. We can perceive concrete noun regarding our 5 senses. We can perceive concrete noun with our 5 senses. We can touch it, we can hear it, we can see it, we can taste it. Understood? Like you can see the example over here: building, coffee, tree, rain, beach, tune, etc. They are the few examples of concrete noun. Did you get me? Okay, so do you find any differences in abstract noun and concrete noun? Okay, let's study the differences between abstract noun and concrete noun. Okay, again I describe you, please listen to me properly. Okay, abstract noun. Abstract noun refers to the ideas, qualities, emotions and feelings. We cannot perceive this with our five senses. We cannot touch it, we cannot feel it, we cannot taste it. And another is concrete noun. Concrete noun, we can physically feel it. We can touch it, we can taste it. Understood? So these are the few differences between abstract noun and concrete noun. You can look over the examples here. So another is countable noun. What is countable noun? Yes, the noun which we can count. Yes? Yeah, the noun which we can count is known as countable noun. For example, dog. There are 5 dogs in the garden. We can count it, right? So that's why. Another one is cat, animal, man, person, etc. These all things we can count it. That's why they are countable noun. Another one is uncountable noun. We cannot count uncountable noun. For example, music, art, love, happiness, electricity, money, currency, etc. These all are the uncountable noun. And the must thing we need to remember is that we cannot ask in uncountable noun. Like we cannot say 1 rice or 2 rices. Understood? We cannot say 1 rice or 2 rices. We can only say rice, water, right? So these are the few examples of uncountable noun. We cannot add as over here. Clear, my dear students? Okay, so what are the differences we found in countable and uncountable noun? Countable noun, we can count it. Uncountable noun, we cannot count it, right? Okay, my dear students, now another one is collective noun. The word collective itself define it, right? Collective noun refers to the group of people, audience, jury members, etc. They are the few examples of collective nouns. You can look here: audience, family, government, team, jury, etc. More than 2-3 people, more than 2-3 things, more than 2-3 animals, like bunch of keys, bunch of woods, they all describe collective noun. Clear, my dear students? I hope it is clear, right? So last one, which I have gave you the surprise, that is materials noun. What is materials nouns? The nouns which we find around, like iron, soil, stone, etc. These are the materials noun. Understood? Okay, now let's go to another one, that is the formation of a noun. How noun are formed. Formation of a noun, you can look over here. As a subject of a verb. How noun is formed? As a subject of a verb, as an object of a verb, and next one, as an object of a preposition. Did you get me how noun is formed? As a subject of a verb, as an object of a verb, as an object of a preposition. Like, example, you can look over here. Ramesh writes a letter. Ramesh is an subject over here. Yes or no? Yes. Ramesh is an subject over here. And next one, as an object of a preposition. Ramesh went to school. That means school is a preposition over here. Yes or no? Yes. And another one, as an object of a verb. That means Ramesh helps Sita. That means Sita is an object of a verb. So you can look here. Ramesh writes a letter. Ramesh writes a letter. That means Ramesh as the subject of the verb writes. Did you get me? Okay. Ramesh as the subject of the verb write. And another one, Ramesh went to school. School as the object of preposition went. Understood? Yes. School as the object of preposition went. And another one is as an object of a verb. Ramesh helps Sita. That means Sita as the object of verb helps. Did you get me? So formation of a noun are as a subject of a verb, as an object of a verb, and another one is as an object of a preposition. So you can look few examples over here regarding these three formation of a noun. Gopal loves her as the subject of the verb love. Next one, she cuts vegetable with a knife. Knife as the object of preposition with. Kalu likes Kali. Kali as the object of verbs likes. So I think you are clear regarding the formation of a noun as well, right? So next one we will discuss about singular and plural noun. What is singular and plural noun? Singular noun that defines a single thing, right? And plural nouns that defines many things. A boy. A boy, that means singular noun. Boys, that means plural noun, because boys means many boys. Yes or no? Yes. So you can look here how to change singular noun into plural noun. How can you change that? Okay, look over here. How can you change? Adding s. Adding s, adding es, changing vowel, changing f into ves, changing y into ies, and changing fe into ves. In this way, you can change singular noun into plural nouns. Did you get me? You can see some examples over here. How to change singular noun into plural noun by adding s. Look here. Boy plus s equals to boys. Next one, adding es. That means mango plus es equals to mangoes. Next one, changing vowel. F-double-O-T foot equals to F-double-E-T fit. Next one, changing F into VES. C-A-L-F equals to C-A-L-V-E-S calves. Changing Y into I-E-S. C-I-T-Y city equals to C-I-T-I-E-S cities. And next one, changing F-E into V-E-S. L-I-F-E life equals to L-I-V-E-S lives. Are you clear, my dear students? Okay, I will repeat again. Listen to me properly. Adding s. This boy is in singular form. If we add s over here, then it becomes B-O-Y-S boys. That is plural nouns. Yes. And another one is adding es. M-A-N-G-O mango is an singular noun. If we add es over here, then it became mangoes. That is plural nouns. Yes or no? Yes. Now next one is changing vowel. F-O-O-T foot is an singular noun. And if we change the vowel, it became F-E-E-T fit, and it is an plural noun. Next one, changing F into V-E-S. C-A-L-F calf. It is an singular noun. And if we add V-E-S over here, then it became C-A-L-V-E-S calves, and it is an plural noun. Yes or no? Yes. Changing Y into I-E-S. C-I-T-Y city. City is an singular noun. So if we add I-E-S over here, it became C-I-T-I-E-S cities, and cities is an plural noun. Yes or no? Yes. So next one is changing F-E into V-E-S. L-I-F-E life is an singular noun. If we add V-E-S over here, then it became L-I-V-E-S. So L-I-V-S lives is an plural noun. So I think, my dear students, you are clear regarding this singular noun and plural noun. Can you give me more example of it? Okay, so you can look more example over here also. Singular, plural. B-U-S bus. B-R-U-S-H brush. C-L-A-S-S class. B-E-N-C-H bench. So these all are the singular noun. Yes or no? These all are the singular noun. If we add es over here, then it became plural nouns. Like for example, bus plus es, buses. brush plus es, brushes. class plus es, that is classes. bench, bench plus eh, benches. Yes or no? So these are the examples of plural nouns. Singular nouns into plural nouns. Did you get me? Okay. So another one is exercise. You can look over here. What are the exercise? Change the following nouns into plural forms, and another one is identify what types of noun is it. Can you do that, my dear students? I think you can do that, right? Because it is very easy, because I have already explained you all the nouns over here, all the singular and plural noun over here. So I think you can do it, right? Okay, let's discuss it. First of all, you can look over here. Change the following nouns into plural form. Bamboo. Bamboo is an singular noun. So what should we need to do to transfer this bamboo into plural nouns? What we need to do? Can you tell me, my dear students, what we need to do? Okay, we need to add s over here. That is bamboos. B-A-M-B-O-S, bamboos. So bamboo is a singular noun. If we add s over here, then it became plural nouns. Another one is radio. What we need to do to transfer this singular noun into plural form or plural noun? What we need to do? Yes, here also we need to add s. Radios. Radio plus s, radios. That means singular into plural. Radios. Yes. Now another one is mango. Mango is a singular noun. So what we need to do over here? We need to add es. That means mango plus es equals to mangoes. That is plural noun. M-A-N-G-O-E-S. If we add es over here, then it became plural noun. If you are getting confused over here, you can look here what we need to add. Like adding s, adding es, changing vowel, changing f into ves, changing y into ies, changing fe into ves. These are the things. Understood? If you are getting any kind of confusion, then you can look over here, then you can solve all these things. Now next one is city. What we need to add over here to change this singular noun into plural noun? What we need to do? Yes, we need to add ies. You can look here. Here is an example. If we add ies, then it became plural noun. That means cities. C-I-T-I-E-S, cities. Did you get me? Okay. So next one, studio. What we need to add? Okay, we need to add as here also. If we add as over here, then it became plural noun. Studios. Now next one and the last one, that is thief. T-H-I-E-F, thief. What we need to add over here? We need to add ves. Look here, changing f into ves. That means T-H-I-E-F. We need to change f into ves. That means T-H-I-E-V-E-S, thieves. Are you clear, my dear students? Yes, you are clear and you need to be clear. Yes? Okay, now next one is identify what types of noun is it. Here are the examples and you need to identify what type of noun is it. Deepa. It is a particular person name. Yes or no? Deepa is a particular person name. That means what is it? Yes, that is proper noun. Now next one is men. It is on general things, general people. That means what is men? Yes, it is common noun. Very good. And next one is happiness. we cannot touch it, we cannot taste it, but what? We can feel it, we can feel the happiness. That means, yes, abstract noun. Next one, building. We cannot feel the building, right? But we can touch it, we can see it. That means, yes, concrete noun. You can look over here, example also, it is given here, right? Okay, concrete noun. Team. More than one people, that means collective noun. Person. We can count it, right? There are 5 person, there are 6 person, there are 7 person. Yes, countable noun. And last one, rice water. It is very easy. No S here, we cannot count them. That means perfect, uncountable noun. So, my dear students, here it is, we learn about nouns, varieties of noun, formation of a noun, singular and plural noun, and done some exercise as well. So, my dear students, if you have got any kind of confusion, you can do revision also. Okay, my dear students, so today we study about nouns, varieties of nouns, types of nouns like common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, concrete noun, countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun, and last, materials nouns, right? And formation of a noun, singular and plural nouns, and done exercise as well. So, till then, take care of yourself, stay safe, namaste, and see you very soon. Thank you so much.